Hey guys, so today it's very exciting. I have an appointment with Hermes and I am going to place my special order. I have been thinking about what I want for the last week and I think I already know what I want for the most part. So I'm gonna go in the store today and then select everything. I'm just gonna finish getting ready real quick. I'll show you my outfit as well. And then on the second half of this video, I will sit down and I will talk to you guys about, I'll tell you guys how I got offered this special order. It actually was a blessing in disguise, but I'll tell you guys all about it in the second half of this video. So stay tuned for that. But for now, let's just quickly finish up getting ready. I already have most of my makeup on, but I'm just gonna go in with a little bit contour and blush and then call it a day. I think the lighting right now is not that great because it's a little bit overcast today, so it's actually already really dark outside. I'm just gonna go in with this shimmer. I think that's good enough. And last but not least, for the lips, I am using this YSL limited edition color. Kind of give off like a golden orange almost. That's done. So I thought it would be fun to take you guys with me and show you how the special order process works and all the details and everything, and maybe a little sneak peek of the colors that I am picking out. I think it'll be really fun and will be very helpful and informative as well. So I can't wait to take you guys with me. This is my outfit. I am wearing my Hermes scarf as a top. It's cold and rainy today, so I am wearing my Burberry trench coat. And I am just wearing black jeans with my Gucci combat boots. I decided to keep it really simple. And I am wearing these V-hoop Louis Vuitton earrings. Super adorable. These were the one that my best friend got for me for my birthday last year. And I've been loving them. Love. And then I got my rings. Okay, I think we're ready to go now.
Let's take a closer look.
Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. So I just came back from Hermes for the special order, and let me tell you, it was such an amazing experience and I had a lot of fun. So I will share with you guys the whole process and everything and how everything works. But first I want to share with you guys a little story on how I came about getting this special order offered. So it's not because I am a VIP or anything. I am far from being a VIP, and it wasn't because of relationship or anything like that either. It was actually a blessing in disguise. What that means is it's a long story. I'm gonna try to make it as short as possible and share with you guys the whole journey. I previously owned a Kelly 28 cellular in broom color, Epsom leather, and palladium hardware. I'll put it up here. That bag, I got it in France about a year and a half ago, and I think I wore it once or twice. I like to go through all of my bags maybe once a month and just, you know, dust everything, dust all the shelf and clean all my bags. When I was going through the bags, I noticed that the Kelly Blue Broom, it has a slight discoloration around the stitching, and it gives off a little hint of yellow in the colors around the stitching. So I brought it to my local Hermes store and I had them take a look at it. At first, nobody could see what was wrong with it. After I pointed it out and showed it to them in different lighting, different angle, it took a while for the SA and the store manager to notice that, oh yeah, there was a little bit of discoloration. And I guess it was due to the color being like a light color. I think the Blue Broom is a really beautiful color. I love it when I got it. But because of that, I had to bring it back to the store. So they took the bag and then they sent it into Paris and see if they can try to repair it. So fast forward, I think it took like 2 months. I brought it in around May of 2022. And I think July 2022 was when I heard back that there's nothing they could do to fix the bag because that's just the way that the color comes off. What they could do is maybe they can replace the bag for me and give me another bag. So my SA told me that I can pick another bag, and I wouldn't want a Blue Broom again just because I don't want to risk going through the same problems in the future. And she told me just pick any other color you want, you know, but it has to be the same size. So because mine was a Kelly Cellular 28, I have to keep it the same size. So I couldn't change the size, but I can try to pick a different color. I picked Kelly 28 Cellular in a different color, and I wanted gold hardware instead because that one was palladium hardware. And I'm typically a gold hardware girl, but with the exception of maybe like a rose sakura or a Blue Broom, that I would be okay with the palladium hardware because I think the palladium hardware shows off the cool tone of the rose sakura or the Blue Broom really, really well. When I bought my Blue Broom, I was happy with it because the palladium hardware looks really good on the Blue Broom. So anyway, but if I were to pick a different color, I do want it to be gold hardware. So she placed the order for me. And then she said, we'll just have to wait because it will take a couple of months. She'll let me know once they have updates. So I think I'm just looking at my notes real quick just to make sure I get the dates correct. So I think I waited and waited. And that was in July that I placed the order. And then September, I follow up again. And she said that it's still in production and it's not done yet. So then I just patiently waited. And sometimes in December, she called me and said that Paris gave her an update that unfortunately they cannot make me the bag in the color that I requested because that color and that exact leather, they don't have it available that season. So I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Can I pick a different color, something similar? So she said, well, she's gonna check with the store director and see if there's anything he can do. The store director reached out to me and he said they can only let me pick the color, but it has to be the same hardware, it has to be the same leather, and it has to be the same style, which means I can only go with the Kelly 28 cellular in Epsom leather, palladium hardware, and in any color that is available. I wasn't upset or anything. I think I was just a little bit disappointed at that point because I waited so long. It's been 7 months. I guess it's just the way that the Paris headquarters communicate. So it's not really the store's fault. I think they really try and they did everything. I still try to be patient. So I asked him, well, what color is available for, Epsom leather so that I can pick and to see what goes well with the palladium hardware. So he gave me the list of the color with the swatches. I'll put it up here so you can reference too. But out of all the colors that was on this list, the one color that I was interested in was probably the mauve pale. So mauve pale is like a paler, like lighter version of the mauve Silvestre. It gives off like a very pretty pastel color, and I would have loved that too. And that's this season new color. I actually really like that color, and I told him, well, I'm gonna go ahead with this color and palladium hardware. Everything else stays the same. He went ahead and placed in the order for me. A few weeks later, so comes March, he reached out to me again and said that Paris just gave him another update and they instruct him to place the order, and then they issued a credit to use. So what that means, he said, is that they will let me do a special order. I think that's probably the best news I've heard yet, which it will open up to more options. I can pick whatever color I want and then whatever hardware I want. And then it gets more complicated because then now I get to pick different colors if I want different colors bag. And I can pick any bag I want. So it doesn't have to be the Kelly. It can be the Birkin. It can be anything else I want. So I got super excited, but then, being that I went through this whole roller coaster of emotions in the last, I would say 10 months now. So I didn't want to like have high hopes just in case so I don't get disappointed again. But there was like a light at the end of the tunnel. Before I came into the store to select my special order, I was sleeping on it. I thought about it for like an entire week, what color I want. Whatever color I want that is available for the season. So it's not like you can pick any color you want. It has to be the colors that they are making right now in this season so that the leather is available. I kind of toss and turn on all the different choices. Do I want one tone? Do I want bicolor? Do I want different stitching? Do I want different lining? Now, not only I can pick any color, I can also pick any sizes. So like now it makes me even more confused. So I guess when you don't have a lot of choices, you are forced to choose just the best that you could possibly choose. But then when you have a lot of choices, it makes it even more confusing because then now you don't even know what to choose. The blue broom that I had was a Kelly 28. If I have a choice, I would always prefer a Kelly 25. I think that's probably my favorite size. But now, with the mini Kelly being so popular too, like, should I get a mini Kelly? So the color that I want is being produced this season, just not in the leather that I prefer. So that's another thing that I will go in with you guys in a little bit, how everything works. Anyways, I'd sleep on it. I thought about it for an entire week before I made an appointment to come in because I really want to like know all of my options and like get what I really wanted and make sure that I don't have any regret. This is probably one of those opportunities that I probably won't ever have again, to be honest. I don't know if I'll ever have another special order offered, because I know that those are really hard to come by. Every store have very limited spot for a special order, and they would typically save that for probably their VIPs, or if you get lucky and your SA really like you, maybe he'll fight to get that spot for you. It's already hard enough to get offer quota bags, let alone a special order. I think this is like my once in a lifetime opportunity that I just have to make sure I get it right, like 100%. I had a little situation with technical difficulty. Somehow I lost the original clip of my recording for the portion of this video, and yeah, I don't know what happened to it. I probably deleted it by mistake or something, but I couldn't recover it, so I had to re-record it for you guys, hence the reason why I look different. So I was telling you guys the whole story of how I came about getting the special order offered to me. Now I'm going to share with you guys the whole process and how everything works. So I had an appointment with the store director. I got to my appointment, I met with him. He was very genuine, very nice, very sweet. And then I met a couple SAs in the store when I was walking around, and all of them seems really nice and really friendly. So I like that. The store director introduced me to an SA because he doesn't deal with customer directly in store, so he assigned me an SA. He already told the SA like my whole situation and what's going on. The store director took us upstairs. He was trying to take us to the VIP rooms. This particular location has actual VIP rooms where they have closed doors. So I guess when they do anything like this, they would take the customer into those rooms and then they would close the door. That way it's more private. However, when I was there, the rooms were already occupied. So they just took us to a private area in the back of the jewelry department where they have desks and chairs and everything. We were seated there to go through the process. The store director went inside and he brought out a box. And that is what we call the magic box. So everything is inside of that box. And he opened it up and then it has all of the colors that are available for the season. Each of the swatch is in a size of a little bit bigger than a credit card, I would say. And then the front of the card has the sample of the leather. And the back of the card has all the description of the leather. So the name of the color and then the name of the leather. The top layer of the box has all of the sample of the leather and they are categorized in colors. So there would be neutral, white, blacks, browns, and then pinks, red, purple, blue, green. So what I did is I picked the color. I already knew what color I want, so going in, it was a lot easier. With the special order, there are a couple of different variations that you can choose. You can go with just the very basic classic, like if you want the same color back inside out. The second option is you can pick a different color on the outside and then a different color for the lining. And then you can also pick different stitchings if you want. You can pick matching stitching or you can pick like different color stitching. Another option is that you can have bicolor. So the bicolor is you can have one main color on the outside and then you can have a second color. The second color would go on the handle of the bag, the sangles, and the sides of the bag. So there are quite a few different variations that you can choose. So you have the different leather to choose, you have the different design, different variations of color choices, stitching, and then you can also pick your choice of hardwares. With the special order, you can pick any of the hardware that is available. So gold and palladium are what typically being used on most of the Hermes bags in store. And then you have the rose gold, which is limited, so they don't always have rose gold. Once in a while you see bags with a rose gold hardware. And then they also have brush gold, which is a more matte finish. I feel like the color of the gold is a little bit darker, a little bit richer, and it's matte, so it is a little bit more resistant to scratches. And then they have brush palladium, which is similar to the gold, it's just in palladium. It's more matte palladium. And then they also have the permabrass. Permabrass is like a champagne gold. So yeah, there are quite a few choices for you to pick. So I did pick everything according to my preference. So going into the store and looking at all the leather in person, like the swatches in person, it is different than just looking at the pictures online. Because online, you can't really see the true color because of the lighting. The thing with Hermes leather is that the same color can appear differently on different leather. So let's say a blue broom color, it can appear different on an Epsom leather versus a chef leather. And with Hermes, not every color will be available in every single leather. So let's say if you want this particular rose sakura, they probably have it in swift leather and chef leather and not any other leather. Every color will have different leather that it comes in. So even though you can pick anything, it doesn't mean you can pick anything you want. It has to be something they are producing for that season. That's why it's really important for me to go in the store and to look at all of the color choices, all of the leather. It didn't take me that long because again, I've been thinking about it for like a week already. So when I went in the store and looked at everything in person, it only took me like 10 minutes to actually make that final decision. So then I told him everything that I want and then he put it on an order sheet. That was it. It was very short. It was really sweet. The SA that was assigned to me, he was really nice. I feel like everyone in that store was really nice and friendly. Even though the one that I did not work with, they seemed to be very friendly too. The whole special order process was very special. I guess that's why it's called special order. If you are an Hermes lover, you would totally appreciate that experience. It was such a fun and cool, special experience. So I loved it. I think it was really, I think it was really fun. I got to meet a new SA, so that was great, and he was super sweet. So everything turned out really good. I'm very grateful that I was given this opportunity at the end, and it solved the problem. Like, I couldn't have asked for anything else. Another detail that I forgot to mention, what they did is they gave me a store credit on my bag. My bag, I got it in France in 2021. So that bag was a lot cheaper than it is right now in the store in the States. The price for that was, hold on a second. Okay, so what they did is they gave me a store credit with the value equivalent to the current price of a Kelly Cellier 28 in Epsom leather. And the current retail price for that bag is $11,800 before tax. And of course, they credit me for the taxes as well. So once my special order comes in, I can use the store credit to pay for that bag. So that is my story on how I came about getting this special order. If you ever have anything wrong, any issues with your bags from Hermes, just know that they will take care of you. They stand behind the quality. If it's a defect, they will handle it for you. To spend that much on a bag, you know, we kind of expect at least that kind of level of service, right? I can't wait for this bag to come in. I'm gonna give it 6 months at least. It could be longer, it could be shorter, but for now, I think I'll just expect it at least 6 months. So 6 months, we're thinking September. That would be perfect because September is my birth month. So if I can get it for my birthday, that would be amazing. Once the bag comes in, of course, you guys will be the first to know. I will do an unboxing and show it to you guys and share it with you guys. I know I haven't been telling you guys which bag I picked, what color, because I want to keep the suspense and the excitement. So if you guys want to take a guess, please put it in the comment section and let me know what you guys think I picked. What kind of bag, which color, which style did I do, if I got creative with it or if I stay classic. Let me know your guess and then I will review it as soon as I get it. But for now, I do have an unboxing coming up because, of course, while in the store, after I placed my special order, I did a little shopping, I'm not gonna lie. There will be an unboxing video coming shortly, so stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed today's video and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks again for joining me today and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye now!